What's going on, everybody? Thank you for checking out this documentary. This is the second single from my album. This is called Rock and Roll. The Inspiration. Originally, Rock and Roll was nothing more than a Gundam style parody. Pretty straightforward. And this would explain why some of the curators I submitted to say the vibe was a bit outdated. Now that's okay, considering most of the album was conceived 20 years ago, and it draws its inspiration from music from the 70s and 80s. Ironically though, music from 10 years ago might sound even older in a way, because it hasn't been that long. Hasn't been long enough for the 2010s to be cool and retro again. But either way, I was determined to finally release this song. Now to give this song a bit of background, it's the final song from the album, which in itself is a story album. And this is meant to be the finale of the part one of a 3-part series. This is where the hero, quote unquote, of the story is debuting his big hit single to a huge crowd of fans after struggling to find success. Now, mind you, he's chasing this success to compensate for a breakup he had with his girlfriend and get back at her, as if to say, look at me now. So yeah, in any case, it was originally just a parody, but the closer it drew to actually filming the video, a lot of the elements that have entered the world since the song's creation started to seep in. I realized since the video was already a spoof of Gundam style and therefore YouTube fame, I would incorporate other aspects of technology as well, such as deepfake, AI, robotics, conspiracies. All these had been in the mix. So the vision started to become quite a bit darker, and to tie all these concepts together, it became something bigger and about the overall strange feeling of the world right now in general. I think it gives it a lot more depth and symbolic meaning. So with that being said, the symbology. Some of these are a little freaky, as I didn't even realize some of these until afterwards. That makes it even cooler, I think, placing my own Easter eggs, if you will. Now, as I was saying, this represents a moment of triumph for my character, which is basically based on me, and I show this by having me walking out on the stage in front of a big crowd. Originally, I planned on doing some filming on an actual stage, but due to time constraints, I was forced to do it by green screen. Now, in the long run, I was actually pleased with the results because it kept more in line with the theme of the feeling of the YouTube-ishness and being symbolic of a simulated reality. It almost has a Matrix feel to it, with the greenish tint in the outline, and this can also be interpreted as an often superficial nature of fame. It's as if the hero of the story has chosen this reality to escape the harsh nature of his actual reality, and this ties in nicely with the story because he's chasing fame to overcome that breakup I was talking about. So yeah, I say the YouTube-ishness theme because that's a big thing with this video, technology, and in this case, the internet, and how that ties in with this newfound fame of the hero of the story. Right off the bat, now going onto the music section, there's the turkey dance intro, and you see me doing my thing with the turkey suit and the parking deck. And if you notice, there's 3 6s in the background. Ooh, maybe it was subconsciously, but yeah, it's in there. The turkey thing was just a response to Psy's horse dance. I thought, well, what's a silly animal move I could come up with that would capture the idea of the dance crazes, poking fun at viral videos. These kinds of dances are part of a long-held tradition of music, so I thought this would add a classic vibe to the song. Something new, something old, something uncertain, you know, a mix of that, of this world going through a transition. I have some segments where I'm posing and dancing with myself while wearing this funky vest and shirt outfit. That was actually an outfit I'd found not too long after I'd come up with the video concept, so there's a synchronicity there. And it was meant to be a reference to Psy and one of the shirts he wears. I could have sworn he wore one like that in Gundam style, but I think it was this jacket he was wearing in the follow-up hit Gentleman. You know, Mother, Father, Gentleman. Maybe a case of Mandela effect, but that's a whole other conspiracy. I could have swore he was wearing that, but it looks like something he'd wear anyways, and it's all about the houndstooth design. Anyways, I duplicated myself to represent the cloning aspect of technology, which is another theme I added. Another one I didn't catch at first, but the little skeleton dude on the side, that's creepy, and could be an obvious reference to death, or at the very least, death in the context of change. So either way, kind of creepy. I go into the deep fake thing now with Mick Jagger. Also a nice touch considering the name of the song is rock and roll. So this is a no-brainer. Mick being a rock guy, so no-brainer for boomers like me. So there's a couple of themes I'm tying in here. This part was fun. I just thought it'd be cool to get some fisheye lens with a lit background to add a 90s rap video feel. This part's a little eerie because my buddy Batman points at the camera right after "They Watch Us" message flashes up. I didn't plan this out, and he had no idea that this part was already meant to be in the video. So it's like, yes, you were watching you. And I did that in the first cloning part as well. And again, that wasn't planned. Just thought it'd be a cool pose. Another deepfake part, this time from a classic Tom Cruise movie, Eyes Wide Shut. For those of you who remember this movie, it deals with secret societies and the elites. That fits right in. I do a little nod to the Gundam style move itself. This can be a nod to other dance crazes in general. This part, you can see numbers rising quickly. This represents growing in popularity, getting more views. I wanted the 12/22/12 date because it's a reference to the year the song was conceived, but also because the numerology and the idea that the world actually did change that year. Here's why I say we're going to the stars, or we can shoot for Uranus. Shoot to Uranus could be a bit of naughty wordplay, but it could also be a reference to the age of Aquarius, since Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius is characterized by change, technology, a spiritual awakening of humanity, which all goes back to the 12/22/12 thing. And please stop laughing about Uranus. Just kidding, we're having fun here. I didn't think about that one at first either, but we can give it an astrological meaning. I mean, why not? This is where I spell it out very obviously. A big screen saying "they clone us," showing clothes of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and anyone who knows about Arnold knows he's a champion of sci-fi movies with cloning, so I had to put some respect on his name. But this all ties it all together, makes it very obvious, nothing subtle here. That kind of like makes you look back at the rest of the video and be like, oh. I like this part because we see money falling down, and a few moments later we see a close-up of the Masonic symbol that's famously featured on the dollar bill. This goes back to the secret societies and the eye being symbolic of being watched and controlled. And I like this part because it finally reveals the screen behind me, the green screen, as if to say, this is what really is there. This is all an illusion. The very end part is freaky because here I am looking at a screen saying, they're not human. What are they? Who is it? Aliens? AI? I keep it mysterious, and that's kind of creepy. I'm also sporting the tinfoil hat, to drive the conspiracy part home. I mentioned in so many different ways on my press release and everything that this isn't a jab at conspiracy theorists. So just to put that out there, it's just something to get you to think. You can draw your own conclusions. So yeah, and some of the fun stuff, I added some popular YouTube vid Easter eggs in here to go along with the theme of virility, of internet fame. The first one is an adage to the Spooky Scary Skeletons video. There's a whole story with that, but most people remember the video of a guy from KXVO dancing to a remix version of the song by the same title. I decided to do my own version of the video, so yeah, that's me dancing with a crazy outfit. The dramatic chipmunk is another very popular one. This clip is wild because it's actually an AI generated version of the original video. The original one was too low resolution, so I used this one instead, and it's a bonus because we get the AI thing again. I added the vibing cat in this part because I just thought it would look cool. A lot of people are adding that in their video nowadays. And what would be so meta and so awesome if this video or parts of it become viral as well, a video about going viral, a video about memes becoming a meme itself. I had to add this section because it occurred to me the dramatic chipmunk part comes right before the Eye of the Providence symbol. It's as if he's watching us all as well, which goes right along with the overseeing eye. Also, the text in the bottom is Japanese for prairie dog, which actually makes more sense as this isn't a chipmunk. I've also seen it listed as dramatic gopher, dramatic gerbil, other such creatures. Fun fact, and this is courtesy of Wikipedia, the clip of the prairie dog is from the Japanese television show Hello Morning, featuring Minnie Moni's segment Minnie Moni Chicha. So here it's also listed as prairie dog. And perhaps this is another conspiracy as well, meant to deceive the masses. Here's another thing I noticed. When the lights start flashing here, it looks like a turkey neck and head behind me. This also was not planned at all, and didn't even realize it until a little less than a week before the video was officially released. Spooky. In closing. That's about it for now. I could go on, but I will leave that to another time. Hit me up if you guys want to talk about anything, if you want to get some more links or whatever, anything like that. I don't even know what I'm saying now, but whatever. I'll just leave you guys to it. You can check out the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right, cool. Peace.